He's done that before, hasn't he? You got it. That looks more like it, doesn't it? It smells quite nice in here.
I sprayed it with my perfume.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You're such a nice
Just
chap.
for you.
Such a nice
Just for
chap.
you.
I don't think he'd be very happy if he went over a biscuit either.
No.
No.
I don't think they'd be happy either.
They'd be very upset.
They'd be upset.
Tim would probably not last very long.
Well, he's good.
Toby found somewhere to stick me camera.
Was it beeping at you then?
It did beep at me, yeah.
Beep, beep,
Yeah. But
That's right,
yeah,
stick it
that's
in.
because I'm not heavy enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to pump the seat up a little bit. More pies. Go on then. Go on. Get up. Up there. There you go. Happy? Right. Let's have a walk round. So, machine is, although I am standing in a hole, 3 inches taller than me. First thing I noticed was how solid everything looks. That's bigger than my tractor axle. And as Toby says, these things are designed with all the weight as low down as possible. So, and there is some fair chunks of metal on there. So, yeah, that inspires a bit of confidence, that does. Right. Engine, we have a Kohler K150. Fuel filter, air filter, hydraulic filter, oil filter. Anyhow, it's all packed in there quite tight. I mean, you've heard this from up to 2 people before, but and a decent bit of metal around the outside of it. Easy access, nice big mirrors, halogen lights. New LEDs on this, I don't think. This is a slightly older model, so there is certain things that are not on this that are on the newer ones. But yeah, again, the front axle, that is a piece of metal on there, isn't it? Okay, shall we start with turning circle? I was never going to turn this like I can the skid steer because it doesn't steer like a skid steer. Right, we're going to go back out in the back and we're going to have a look at pushing some stuff up. Oh yeah. My Mustang definitely can't do that. So I just put it in neutral. I was pushing it back a little bit, but not that much. Right, that's my limit. Let's pull it back. Okay, so the yellow button works quite well. Right, should we try on a bit of compost? Compost. This is something that even my skid steer struggles with a bit sometimes. So let's see how we get on with this. So, first impressions again, quite a capable little machine actually. Okay, so I've had a couple of hours with it, and I'm definitely getting there. So the bucket on this machine, in fairness to the little orange one we had before, is suited to this machine. It is, I can fill the bucket up and push it right out. It's on the limits, but it will do it. I have done most of that in there. I was going to finish it off, and then I realised why my tummy was grumbling. So maybe I'll do that after lunch. As for Biscuit, happy? Hey? Oh, was you asleep in there? Okay, come on then. Yeah, I think that's loaded, actually. Hey? I know. Nobody likes a smart ass. So on the strength of that, I reckon I can do many of the jobs I do in my skid steer just as easily with this, with more capability. I'm actually a bit surprised. I thought the pallet size of things was going to be a bit more difficult, but I can see the ends of the pallet forks. I can see what I'm doing. It's, yeah. Okay, so we have played with the bucket, we've played with the pallet forks, we've done a little stuff around the yard. I've been quite impressed with this little thing. Now I think it's time for a road trip. You're quite happy in there? We're going. So on the flat and downhill, according to the clock, yes, 40 kph. Charfield Hill going up, 20, and wheezing at that. It's not like I'm carrying a lot of weight. Right, Stidcut Lane, my old nemesis in the tractor. So, yeah, this is the way I have to wear a seatbelt. Keep my ass in the chair. In it. Yeah. She stopped behind me. What's that for? I was stopping to let you go. Oh, all right then. That did it. That got it. I just wanted to wiggle. That's what it was. It's because you've got about a centimetre this side and the same that side. If he's not exactly dead lined up, so I just put him on the floor and drove forward and wiggled it and did the job. Okay. Anyway. The trip over to Tiller's farm and back. I didn't actually go to the farm, I just went to my dad's and Reg's. I had to drop off some paperwork for some spray and stuff for Reg. Yeah, it wasn't a bad trip. On the level and downhill, flies. Going uphill, you can feel it a little bit, but it did the job. And it was quite comfortable enough. And it's, to be honest, how many times a year am I going to do that? Half a dozen? So it would do the job. I think when I finish off me summing up later on or tomorrow, but I reckon that would suit us. I will admit, I've been quite impressed with this. I know I haven't got the seatbelt on. All right. Right, let's go put some fuel in it and we'll have a final chat about what I think about this machine. So much easier to get in and out of. I think if I had a bit more time to really get used to it, I could do everything on what they do on the farm with this. All right, maybe not some of the little intricate bits, the corners I can get into with the skid steer, but yeah, pretty much everything I can do with this, and a lot of it better. So even with the boom all the way in, on its lowest, we are already 2-3 feet higher than the skid steer can reach. Although this is a small machine, that's a significant difference. And if I boom that out, well, then we're talking a massive difference. I mean, double. So yeah, I am impressed. I do like this thing a lot. apart from this bloody beep, which I haven't worked out what it is, I think it's got something to do with the seat. I know, I like it. I've more or less doubled the size of my yard because all the heaps that were like 2.5 meters tall are now 4.5 meters tall. So yeah, I got a lot more yard space because of this. So the only thing I would like if I could add something to this would be a forward reverse control on my thumb or something on the joystick. That I think would help. But other than that, can't really fault it. Really like it. Okay, final thoughts. Well, you already know I like it. Plenty of room in the cab, plenty of elbow room in here. Apparently, they claim it's the biggest cab, I'm assuming that's the widest of the machines on the market. Inside, it's a bit plastic, I will say, and as far as my GoPro camera is concerned, there is nowhere to stick anything magnetic. Nowhere. So I'd have to put sticky pads in here. If I was going to buy this machine and have it for YouTubing, I'd have to have either suction cups or I'd have to glue metal rings to places. Doable. But yeah, it is very plastic. So storage, little box in there for the doggy treats. There is plenty of room on the back of here for a small dog, terrier in my place, but you could get a collie up there perhaps. It's not ideal because of the way it all slopes forward, but you know, underneath here there's some stuff. I've not looked in there, but I'm pretty sure there is some stuff underneath there. Rear window for a bit of air. Again, doesn't open wide enough, dog can't fall out of there. But if it's hot and you don't want to put aircon on, window. Emergency escape out of the window in case you turn it over. Don't do that. Sun blind. Works quite well. Yeah, I mean, it's a work tool. It's designed to do a job, and everything I want it to do around the farm, let's unplug that, evidence that I was being naughty. Everything I want to do in the farm, it will do. Oh, I like the hat. Yeah, that's an outstanding hat, that is. Hello, Tim, you right, mate?
Not too bad, you?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
Cheers.
Not bad. He's bringing it round.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to say goodbye.
You liked it then?
I did, yeah, I did like it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey?
You haven't put it on very straight.
No. You said you're a bit bent. Oh no, not straight, sorry. Not
One comment.
Alright, you're forgiven. Yeah.
How many times I sort that box out, it all keeps sliding to the front.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's not your heavy right foot then?
Maybe.
Yeah. I blame the cyclists.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
stopped
you've got
if they
stuff
stopped
on there.
meandering all across the roads, you wouldn't have to hit the brakes, would you?
That's it.
You know?